Hi, everyone, and welcome to Prayer Flow. This is a Vinyasa sequence that can potentially take us towards a peak pose or an asana that requires some strength and awareness and balance. And as we approach that posture, I'll most certainly give you options and modifications because a headstand is not for everyone, and that is just a fact. This practice is called prayer flow because we'll be weaving our personal prayers through the vinyasa, right, with breath and movement. And so to share a little bit more, when I use the word prayer, to me, this is communing, recognizing, and really honoring the something that's bigger than you, right, than the little I, or your identity, or your personality, or your one singular human life. It's communing with this source of creation, and it has many names, from your higher self, God, Goddess, Shiva, Shakti, Soul, Spirit. So allow the translations to become true for you, interpret in a way that feels real for you, and I really hope that you enjoy this journey. You're welcome to have your music on in the background as we sit together and just set the bhava, which can mean the tone or the flavor of this practice. So sitting comfortably, eyes closed, hands restful somewhere on your legs. Notice if you're efforting right now in your seat, and rather relax into your lower back shape. Soften your shoulders. And in this downward relaxation, feel deep into the midline of your body and lift up through your interior. Imagine your spine is like an antenna, and the crown of your head is just reaching up to the sky energy, celestial, star, light energy. From this place, drink a deep breath in and release an open mouth, just from your day. And again, a deep inhale. Open mouth to release any waste from the metabolism of your body's processing. And one more time, just a big, generous inhale and a casual, moany exhale. From here, turn on a soft ujjayi breath, just enough to capture your attention, and draw your palms together in a prayer, right? An Anjali mudra at your heart chakra. So this mudra's representation is to offer out something. So firstly, if you were to say one prayer for yourself, what would that prayer be? Beautiful. And now consider if you were to say a prayer for a loved one in your life, perhaps someone that needs a little extra attention or support right now, what would that prayer be? Good. And now thirdly, if you were to extend a prayer, a deep heart's wish for the world, what would that prayer be? And now we'll sing our 3 prayers into the space that surrounds. And the sound of Om, not only 3 times, recognizing the creation of something, the sustainment of something, and then the ultimate dissolving of that something. but also with each om, really focus on the three within the sound. The ah creation, the oh sustainment, and the dissolving. The willingness to let something fade when it no longer has a growth purpose for existence. So here we go. Deep inhale. The long breath in. Open mouth, sigh. May your three prayers be with you as you move and breathe your beautiful body. So let's meet each other on hands and knees. And if you need a little waking up for your finger joints, absolutely, you can paw the mat and just adjust the knees until you feel like you're in a good shape. Once you're sat on your 4 points of balance, inhale, lift up your tailbone a lot and your chin just slightly. And then exhale, curl your tailbone down. Really lift your navel toward your spine and push the back of your heart up. And again, inhale. Exhale. Now, absolutely, if you're noticing right now there's kind of like a numb area or a tight area, please feel free to take some organic movement. Whenever you feel satisfied in your body, we're going to meet each other in an Anahatasana. This is known as heart pose. So hips remain over your knees. Walk your arms forward and bow first your forehead onto the floor. Now that might feel like it's enough for you, but if you'd like more, you can turn one of your cheeks on the floor and perhaps for some, chin forward, just for some. Okay, now we're really opening into the area of your shoulder joints and also deeply into the front of your armpits, which has a very clear connection with your heart as an organ, but also with your heart as an energy center. So just breathing into this center that your prayers, they have enough fire for energy, but also enough air, right, to move through space and touch these people or places that you're holding your highest intention, your greatest wishes for. Let's take one more full breath here. And then come on to bent elbows and lower your pelvis down as we meet each other in a Sphinx pose. Okay, and it's still early days, so you can shimmy your legs back behind you, grip your fingernails or finger pads into the floor, and then start to pull your elbows back to your hips. And so you are just opening the front of your body and placing your spine into spinal extension. And now we're doing the same, but rather than sinking into gravity, ask your back muscles to light up. So what if you activate your quads, sweetly activate your buttocks, lift your tummy, and now start to squeeze your mid-back muscle area, kidneys. Good, keep going. Descend your shoulders down so your neck is long and tall, and we'll breathe together for 3, 2, Enjoy a last deep breath in. Keep squeezing your back muscles. Long breath out. Good. Fold your hands like a pillow. Take your elbows wide and just rest your forehead down on your hands. Relax your bum cheeks. Enjoy a generous belly breath in. In some form of an open mouth. Good. Reposition your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up, please, into bent knees. Take your knees wider apart in child's pose. Hips back to your heels. Really actively walk your arms forward so you're growing longer in the sides of your body. And again, please rest your head down to the floor. If your mind feels a little fray or your face feels tired, just roll your forehead across the floor. And just breath and movement alone can really replenish our energy centers. Good. And when you feel ready with your arms still reached out, inhale, lift your hips, please, up and over your knees. Adjust your knees under your hips, tuck toes, and ride your exhale to the first down dog pose. Definitely move through your legs. And then in this down dog, feel the back of your shoulder blades and press down from your outer shoulders all the way down into your outer hands. Now I know outer hands is a less common cue, but this really connects to the muscles that support your shoulders. And then also press your outer pinky fingers down into the earth today. And what we're doing is we're actually starting to tap into your heart as a channel, as an energetic channel. Good. Now soften your neck. Soften the backs of your knees. Really turn your sitting bones upward, upward, upward. Feel if that's putting a stretch feeling into your hamstrings. And if that stretch feeling is global, it's like, oh, it's strong, but it's feeling really evenly distributed, then go further and press your thigh bones back, 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 and start to earth your heels down while maintaining your sitting bones up. Okay, now we're getting spicy. Let's take a big breath. Good, and as a warm-up, extend your right leg back and up to the sky. Roll open your hip, bend at your knee, and yawn. Good, now being kind if you just woke up. Start to press your left heel down deeper and deeper to the floor. So you're also warming the back line of your left leg. Whenever you next breathe in, square your hips, flex your right foot. Exhale, return your foot to the floor. Second side, left leg up, roll open, bend your left knee, and now start to ground and anchor. Ooh, your right heel down. And to not overdo it or push it. Nice. Now from here, as you look forward, step your left foot forward, followed by your right foot, and then just walk the rest of the way toward the top of your yoga mat. Hands on your shin bones. Inhale, lift your chest to the halfway, and just stay here and breathe, right? Really feel what you're doing. Is it lengthening your spine? Or are you actually activating your back muscles, which is a slight shortening? I would go for option B. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, bow, fold over your legs. And this is the relaxed one. So as you relax your muscles, there's an opportunity for your spine to actually grow longer. Good. Come in again. Inhale to halfway. Active. Lift your lower tummy. Squeeze into your buttocks and your back muscles. And then exhale, bow, and let yourself be passive and just hang into the force of gravity. Third and last pulse. Bow and hang. Awesome. Catch your elbows and enjoy a bit of a swing and a sway. Now instead of the roll up today, Place your hands on your outer hips. Inhale, lift your chest up to halfway. Hug your inner thighs and your sitting bones towards one another. And now exhale, come all the way up to stand. Wah. It's a different way of moving, more muscular, and a lot more supportive if you have any kind of old back injury. Yeah. So standing now, personally, I like feet a hip width apart. I'll let you choose what feels better in your body. Little softness into the backs of the knees, but draw your sitting bones together so you're quite firm in your base. Draw your lower tummy in and up. Palms to prayer at your heart. And just a moment to close your eyes. If you could say any prayer for yourself right now in your life, what would that prayer be? From healing to letting go, to a wish, to receiving. And now for this first salute to Surya, the energy of the sun and things that manifest. Really hold your prayer in your heart and let it move out through your arms and extend through your hands and fingertips. Eyes open. Inhale wide and high with your arms. Exhale, swan dive down the front of your body. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Flat palms, step back, down dog shape. From the base of your tailbone, inhale, roll forward to plank, and now stay in plank. As you stay, press from your outer shoulders again down into your outer hands. Hug your arm bones towards one another and notice if that lights up your pec muscles. Okay, now keep that going. Look slightly forward. Draw the center of your chest forward. Ooh, and now some other muscles are switching on around your shoulders. And your body might start to tremble in a sacred way. So here we go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down to the floor through bent elbows. Untuck your toes, lift your chest. Just a wee cobra, but really action your back line. And then exhale, simply lower your chest to the floor. Inhale, press please to bent knees. Exhale, push back, tuck toe child's. Inhale, round your spine forward like a cat. Exhale, wave back, down dog. Breathing for 3. For 2. One more long inhale. Smooth exhale. Look forward, step your right foot forward first like a lunge. And then exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, bow, fold over your legs. To standing, inhale, sweep up tall to the sky. Exhale, collect a prayer, land it at your heart, and close your eyes. So just sealing in that prayer for yourself and recognizing you deserve to receive just as much as everyone else. So now move to your second prayer. If you could extend your energy, your support, your love to someone else, who would it be? And what is your prayer? Now to practice. Eyes open. Inhale. Take up space as you exhale. Reach your arms wide. Lift your chest halfway. Use your other leg to step back. Down dog shape. Inhale, way forward to a high plank and stay. As you reawaken your arms, now feel your underbody, your lower tummy, middle tummy. Lift it up and away from gravity. Good, now turn on your buttocks, press back through your heels, and counter that. Draw forward through the front of your collarbones. Big breath in. Exhale again, forward and down to the earth. Good. Now from here, arms behind you. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, lift up your legs. Do a little bit more, lift up your arms off the floor, and then start to stretch out through all of your fingers, like you're stretching out this capacity to share, to hold space, and to give when needed. Big breath in. Exhale, bring it on down. Inhale, push up to bent knees. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Inhale, round forward, getting in the cat stretch. Exhale, wave it back, DFD. 3 breaths. And then inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward into a lunge, followed by your right foot forward. Inhale, fill your lungs on a halfway lift. Exhale, bow and melt. To standing, inhale wide with your arms, reaching out to your friend or loved one. Exhale, settle your prayer at your heart. Close your eyes and let it all settle. Sometimes when we're in our human experiences and navigating, interacting with other human beings, we can forget the bigger picture, that our beautiful planet is a living and breathing organism, that our seas need support, our fields, our soil, the animals. Maybe it's a group of people, a particular continent. So your third prayer, what do you wish? What do you pray for the world? And let's flow. Inhale, eyes open wide. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift, powerful spine. Flat hands, step back, down dog. Inhale, wave forward to high plank, pause again. Actioning from arms to belly, to buttocks, to legs. Now if you need your knees on the floor, that's a-okay. Otherwise, breathe in. Exhale, lower about halfway. To the first up dog, there's not many today, so enjoy it if you wish. And now press your feet into the floor, lift your belly, and go back. Down dog. Okay, enjoy your 3. Beautiful sacred number. Trinity that stretches across many, many cultures around the world. And the Trinity representing the balance, the harmony that is always needed. So this time, lift your 2 heels up. Exhale, bend both of your knees. And if you're free of an injury, play with jumping to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, take a fold over your legs. To standing, please don't let me rush you. Just stay with you. It's a prayer that lands at your heart. Eyes closed, letting your third prayer anchor in. I'm thinking of my previous neighbor, this beautiful Balinese man. And when COVID first began, he said to me one day on a dog walk, well, it's obvious the gods are angry because the balance is tipped. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, people are forgetting to respect nature, to make ceremony within their culture. Nature feels it. She can't keep providing. The balance is tipping. That's why this is happening. Whew. So blink your eyes open, relax your arms down, bend your knees and inhale to chair pose, right? This is an incredibly powerful seat. So really start to notice your body. Like, can you lean more on your heels? Draw your 2 sitting bones toward one another and then lift up again through your interior. Notice your hands. Are they really wide? That's okay if you've got broad shoulders, but explore, can you lift your wrists and stack them over your shoulder joints? What does that feel like? Big breath in. Exhale. bow, and fold. Inhale, lift your chest to halfway. Please step your left foot back into a long lunge shape. Now as a little warm up, inhale, lengthen your front leg. Please let your head hang for a moment. Exhale, rebend your front knee, draw your heart through your arms, and now counter that and really press back through your left heel. Inhale, curl. Exhale, lunge. Last pulse. Find your lunge. And now from here, please straighten both of your legs. You can walk your fingers back under your shoulders. If this is too much, either bend your knees or just bring blocks underneath your hands. That can be really helpful. Feel into your right buttock. Can you switch it on more, like you're wrapping muscles around your sitting bone? Good. And now draw your outer right hip more to the back wall. And notice if that gets stronger in your hamstrings. If the answer is yes, smile. That's where we're going. That's why we're doing this. Good. Let's give it one more breath. Let them get hot. Awesome. And then rebend please into your front knee. Soften a little your back knee. And from the earth, inhale, big crescent lunge. So here we go. We're coming all the way up. Make your adjustments. Back knee bent. You can lunge further into your front leg and really be sure that you're lifting up your pubic bone and your lower tummy. I want to make sure that we're supporting into your lower back and not just going into a huge back extension. Good. Now, to go a little further, take your hands, interlace them, and place them at the back of your skull. Good. Now, hug your elbows in over your shoulders and press your shoulders down. Anatomically, the turn is shoulder depression. So as your shoulders depress, now push the back of your skull into your hands. Feel if your ribs are blowing out and just start to draw them in so your whole back body is getting fully supported. Okay, keep your eyes steady in front of you and breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. And 1. Inhale, arms up, powerful and strong. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale, one-legged dog, right leg back and up. Roll open, bend your knee. And now see if your left heel can go down deeper to the floor. Ooh, yummy. Good. Return your right foot down to the earth. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Come forward, high plank. Now the option is yours. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog if you're pain-free. Exhale, press back, down dog. We're going to take one long and generous breath in. A full exhalation. Then lift your heels on a new breath. Bend your knees, look just ahead of your hands, and exhale, hop, woo, to where you're looking. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, bend your knees, please, chair pose, arms up. Exhale, palms to prayer at your heart and stand. Good, just feel this for a moment. Have a breath. We'll go in again. Bend your knees, inhale, chair. See your wrists. Can you bring your arms now closer together and feel what that's like in your pecs? Drink a long breath in. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back, long lunge shape. And then 3 pulses. Inhale, just lengthening again as much as you can. Exhale to lunge. By the way, if you ever look at the video and I'm doing funny things, it's just the microphone. You're going to be super aware of this online yoga movement. So from your low lunge position, straighten into your front leg as much as you can. See if your fingers will make it to the floor. Remember, blocks are A-okay. Okay, now start to awaken, hug your left buttock muscles like they're wrapping over your sitting bone, that kind of imagery. And then press your sitting bone back and say mentally, hamstrings, I love you so much. Should you ever feel pain at the back of your knee joint? No way. So just bend your knee if that is happening for you. Okay. These are really thick bands of muscle here. And of course, lots of fascia and connective tissue. So it takes a few moments to get it really warm. And now rebend into your front knee, and you can soften your back knee. Inhale, big crescent lunge, also known as Alan Asana. You can soften the back knee just to lift the front of your ilium crest. This means you're balancing your pelvis more, less extension. Good. Interlace your hands, cup the back of your head, hug your elbows in, hollow your armpits. You actually want to pull back a little, and then, ooh, click, descend your shoulders down. Good. Notice again, as you press your head back, do you naturally go into a back bend? Is it possible to soften your lower ribs back down towards your belly button? Awesome. Breathe here. Inhale, powerfully reach your fingers to the sky. Exhale, return your hands to the floor. Inhale, one-legged dog. Roll open, bend your knee. Anchor your right heel down and breathe. Return your left foot to the floor. You can always child's pose or high plank, low plank, upward dog, downward dog. A long breath in, big noisy, hopefully you're getting quite warm now in your body. And then lift your heels up, soften your knees, look forward, and hop. Halfway, bow and fold. Inhale, bent knee chair pose. Exhale, push up to stand. If your heart's really beating now, you might want to fold your hands on the front of your chest and just pull your skin down. And notice if that feels soothing in any way. Good. And obviously life gets easier when our cups feel fuller, right? This experience of gratitude. So just considering now amongst your 3 prayers, what's something that you're already experiencing in your life right now, and you feel really grateful for it. Let's make this more specific. What is something you're experiencing about your body, right? Specifically your life relating to you. Awesome. And let this next little flow be dedicated to that. It's like a thank you. Eyes open, bend your knees. Inhale, chair. Okay, if there's room, palms closer together. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, lift your chest up halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back, long lunge shape. This time, one pulse. Inhale, head toward your knee. Exhale, find your lunge. Turn your back foot down, please, on a 45-degree angle. This is warrior 1 legs. And inhale slowly. Lift your torso and arms upward to the sky. And warrior 1 is actually quite a big hip opener. So please feel free to straighten your front leg. Same as your earlier lunge, really lift up the pubic bone, lower parts of your tummy, and then rebend into your front knee. And if you feel it in your left hip, awesome. If it's sore in your inner left knee, not awesome. And you can always switch to crescent lunge. Okay. Notice again, are your wrists able to go over your shoulders? If the answer is yes, can your palms come together in a prayer? Good. Now really stretch your prayer up to the sky. Press the pinky pads of your hands together and notice what you feel. I'm going to let you translate those words. Big breath in. Exhale, sweep your arms, please, behind you. Interlace your fingers. Inhale to open up your chest. And then exhale, bow to the inside of your right thigh. Now, push your right foot into the floor and really press your right sitting bone to the right. With that room, can you widen your right thigh bone to the right? Good. Now keep that going. Lift the front of your hip up slightly so you've got room in your joint. And now descend your heart down again and your arms down. Breathe for 3, 2. Ooh, I can see sweat on my ankle joints. Lovely. 1, hands to your lower back. Inhale, lift your head and chest up. And then exhale, warrior 2. Float your arms out either side. Adjust your legs and go to a place where you feel strong, right? The muscles are awake, but also soft, not needing to overdo or over effort. As you catch your breath, right palm to sky, inhale, reverse your warrior, opening side body. Exhale, side angle, elbow on your thigh, top arm to the sky. And then turn your left palm forward, reach your arm overhead, and really grow long, long, long as you can. This is so yummy in the sideline of your body. Okay, give it a generous breath in. Exhale, pivot to low lunge, and we're going to add on side plank. Anchor your left hand down, spin to the outer edge of your left foot, and peel your right arm up to the sky. Now, if you're a little newer to yoga, immediately step your right foot forward in front of your left. And if that's still a bit much, just lower your left knee down to the floor. That'll make for a much sweeter asana, right? And there's no rush to advance, because I promise you, once you get there, there's always somewhere else to get to. Good. Now reach your top arm over your head. Take a generous breath in. Flip, please, to high plank as you exhale. Lower your knees down to the floor so that you're in 4 points. Take your hands a little wider than your yoga mat. Good. Stack your shoulders in alignment with your wrists. And then as you inhale, lower about halfway to the floor. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Good. 3 more. I'm hoping that you feel this when you lower into your pectoral muscles. We're doing it intentionally. Oh, did you just say thank you out loud? You're welcome. Now from here, you can rest your hips back on your heels, arms forward, head down. Have a moment, please, in child's pose. Big breath. Great thing about home yoga is you can be as noisy as you want to be. And with your arms forward, inhale, lift your hips up. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, down dog. Long breath in. Smooth breath out. You can jump, step, or simply walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come to stand with any type of prayer that feels good for you. So the second prayer that you had, extending out to someone else in your life, what's something that you feel really grateful for about them, about how they show up in your life? Maybe what gifts they share, what support they offer, or if it's a challenging character, how they're a teacher for you. And just moving that gratitude through your body on this second side. Eyes open, inhale, chair. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, step your right leg back, lunging shape. Inhale, straighten both legs and curl in. Exhale, find your lunge. Turn your back foot down on a 45 and slowly inhale. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1 pose. Okay? Make your own adjustments so it feels good and strong at the same time. Just to be clear, your arms are welcome to be wide. That's totally correct. And if you need a little bit more, palms to prayer and really stretch up. Feel the outline of your arms. This is actually a part of your heart channel in Chinese medicine, waking up. Big breath in. Exhale, arms behind you. Switch the interlace. Lift your chest, breathe in. Exhale, humble warrior bow. So from the energy of your left buttock, can you move your left thigh bone more to the left? And then from that space, Keep the front of your hip joint open, but descend your head down deeper. Last little moment, if you need to do a pony flutter through your lips, it's like a go for it. It's a great way to release stress. Then hands to your lower back, head up, chest up, big breath. Warrior 2, float your arms out to the side. And just stay for a moment, feel where you are. And with gratitude, whatever this person adds to your life, inhale, reverse, open the side. Exhale, side angle. Right? Really breathe and feel, okay, how can I use this moment to make more space in the side of my body? And then prepare with an inhale. Use your exhale to pivot into a low lunge with your right hand down. Turn to the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot on top of your right. Squeeze your bum cheeks and left arm up high. Okay, modify as you need, bottom knee down. Right, and even this is giving you information. Maybe you've done a little less yoga this year. That's pretty common. And the core needs to build up again. So sure, fine. Now you've got things to work with. Arm over your head, take a big breath. Flip to high plank. Knees down on the floor. For the last time, arms wide. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, push up. Good. Two more. And then press back, child's pose, any style, any way. Let it feel good for you. Yeah, it's such a common languaging of open heart, heart-based life, and so gorgeous. But heart open doesn't always just mean this sweet, soft, gooey, pink kind of love, right? The heart also deserves some strength physically, its structure, right? Shoulders, arms, hands, a part of your heart. So that the opening is always balanced with that steadiness. Because I'm sure you feel this, when you overgive, you tip out of balance, and from there everything goes a little pear-shaped. Awesome. With your hands in front of you, lifting up through your hips, tuck your toes under, press back to a downward dog shape. Drink a long, deep breath in, and open-mouthed. Okay, for the last time, heels up, maybe a little bend knee, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway, bowing in. Inhale first to chair, bent knee. Exhale then to stand. And this is the last time we stand in practice. Close your eyes, tune in. In your third prayer, extending out to something bigger. The environment, the world, perhaps a community, a culture, or a continent. What has that thing that you're extending the prayer for, what has that given you? What do you feel grateful for in your life? Awesome. And just honoring that now, this last little flow. Bent knee, inhale, chair pose. Let's go a little further. See your hands, touch them in a prayer. Bend your prayer at the elbows and place hands back of head. Good. Hug your elbows in, descend your shoulders down, and now lift your head up, 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 chest up. If you're really feeling your back muscles going, that's okay. Squeeze your sitting bones so you've got lower body support too. Breathe for 3, 2, okay. Big inhale on 1, and then bow. Let it all melt and whooshki off the body. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step back, please. Down doggy shape. Now from here, with your downward dog, first bring your knees to the floor. That's a little easier. And then bring your forearms down to the floor. If you interlace your fingers, often you'll feel more supported. And just check again that your elbows are under your shoulders. They're not too wide. Relax your head. Tuck toes. Lift your hips back and up to the sky. Now, if you feel like you could go further, walk your feet in closer and then melt your heart. Same thing, a little bit more space, feet in, breathe in, and then melt. And we'll stay here for a few moments, really pressing your forearms down to the floor. The sense of pressing your outer shoulders down more toward the back of your heart. And in all this pressing, for a moment, just relax your head. Long, long neck. Deep breath in. Lower your knees to the floor as you exhale. Hips to your heels. Relax your arms down. Even fingers on the floor is nice. And just close your eyes, sitting here in a hero seat. Okay, now you can blink your eyes open, and within your home practice, you can choose any inversion. So if you're working on something, handstand, pinchi mayurasana, tripod headstand, anything else, you're more than welcome. Just be mindful. I'm going to slowly take you through a headstand. If you've never done it, sure, you can try it. Just make sure that there's no obstacles in the way, like tables or like eyeglasses, something that you could break if you fell. Yeah, totally. Disclaimer. And my gosh, there's no pressure. If you're just on your period, I wouldn't do it. I'd just relax. Okay, so everyone can do the setup. It's basically what we just did. Forearms onto the floor. Interlace your fingers. You can either watch the video or be doing this with me. Choice is yours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Now, from here, I really like starting with the head off the floor. I feel like that's a lot safer for the neck. So relax your head down. Keep walking your feet in. And once you feel like, okay, but my feet can't go in anymore, then it's time to lower the top of your head on the floor. Okay? You can either open up your hands slightly, which is my preference, or squeeze them together all the way. Now, press your forearms down so your shoulders lift. Keep walking your legs in, and you can test with one leg up to the sky. If it lifts, see if you can float your bottom foot off the floor. Phase 2, one heel into the sitting bone, and then the other. And from there, you're slowly pushing your feet up to the sky. Good. And then, of course, a double leg lift if you have a really regular practice. I have no idea what I sound like upside down, so I'm going to stop talking. Breathe. Now, when you're really used to this practice, the idea is you train yourself to lower both of your legs down together slowly at the same time. But in the earlier days, perhaps one leg down and then the other. Or if you're just feeling a little heavier or just more wobbly in the body, one leg down and then the other. I highly recommend closed leg child's pose. Be still for a couple breaths, just let your neck reorientate. And then, yeah, you can definitely roll your forehead across the floor and just massage through the mind space. Now, what can happen is a lot of prana kind of builds up, and there's quite literally a lot of blood in your face. So when you feel ready to move, meet me please on your hands and your knees. And we're just going to release some of that intensity with a lion's breath, actually with 3. So inhale, round your spine again like a cat. And then exhale, push your tongue out, roll your eyes up, and good, 2 more. Last one. Good, receive your breath normally after that. Calm your exhale down and just swallow if your throat feels a little bit dry. From here, we'll bring your knees together, Pop your feet over to one side so it's easier to sit down, and then you can extend your legs out in front of you. Good. This can use a lot of muscle, and we'll open that up in a moment in the front. For now, just one forward fold to calm things down. So bend your knees as much as you need. Take your hands to your outer feet. Lift your heart, and then begin to move your feet forward. Start to bow. The trick with this one is it's really not about having straight legs at all, in my opinion. It's more about creating an even stretch from hamstrings to low, middle, and upper back. So you can have your knees bent your whole life and just work on bending your elbows. I'd encourage you to look forward rather than dropping your head and really draw your heart forward. It's a little bit more muscular today. Give it a last long breath. And to come up, inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, let go of your feet. Bring your hands on the floor like a dandasana staff. Energize your legs and draw your tummy in. It's a stable moment. And from stability, if you do have blocks at home and they're nearby, I'm going to ask you to take 2 blocks. The height will vary for everyone, so I'm going to put both of mine on a medium setting. 1 block at the bottom of your shoulder blades, 1 block at the back of your skull, so it's not too much pulling on your neck. If you don't have any blocks, you can use cushions. Perhaps a book underneath a cushion would be helpful, and you can pause the video and gather that and come back to us when you're ready. Good. So once you've got your bottom block just underneath your shoulder blades, top block underneath the back of your skull, feel into it and just choose if you want to lower your skull down another level. I'm going to go the softer one today and keep my skull up. Now from here, we're combining a few releases. You can walk your feet in as closely as you want and drop your knees open wide. And if this agitates your hip joints, oh gosh, just straighten out your legs. It's not a problem. Now the key of what we're going for is reaching your arms out to the sides. Now your arms can go as straight as you want. I find that a bit softer. And then notice the more you bend your elbows, the more you feel like a warm pulling into your pec muscles, and that's what we're going for after the push-ups, the side plank, the arm variations, and the headstand. Okay, it's time for you to close your eyes and just enjoy. And at this point in the journey, letting go, gripping, of holding, of trying. And the effort's been applied, so now just that sweet, body sigh. Now, some of you might be absolutely loving this pose and craving to stay longer. In yin yoga, sometimes this is even offered up to 10 minutes. I find that pretty long, but it really just depends on your body. Oh yeah, I just felt my arms drop. So if something's just starting to happen, stay with it. And if for you, your body's like, oof, that's a bit much for me, then take Shavasana instead. And how you get there is just bringing your arms first over your chest, drawing your thigh bones together, rolling off of your blocks towards the left. And you might even want to rest there for a moment in a little fetal pose. And then at any point, you can take your props out of the way and just come to lay down on your back body. If you're choosing Shavasana over a yin heart opener, make all the little adjustments, lengthening your tailbone, your leg bones, even bouncing the toes out, adjusting your shoulders down, relaxing your arms. Prefer the back of the head on the floor as opposed to a cushion. And just close your eyes. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in. Hold your breath in and pause for a moment. Open mouth, full release. Drifted off anywhere, and starting to reconnect with your breath. This beautiful bridge that invites your spirit and your energy back into your tangible physical body. Rolling over to one side, and if you were just in Shavasana, you can make your way up to a final seat. And if you're in a long yin heart opener, please be tender with your arms, and you might wish to actually just be curled up in a fetal pose off of your blocks and just stay there without movement for a minute, maybe two. And for you guys, you might really notice what you're feeling right now in the back of your heart and that thoracic part of your spine. If you are sitting, close your eyes, rest your hands on your thighs, and just join me for the simplicity of a long breath in and open mouthed. Draw your palms in Anjali, the offering from Annahat, your heart. This place of air in the chakric system, house of fire in the Chinese medicinal system. Both interpretations having many gifts, both calling this the center of everything. So from this amazing center that you have, hold your 3 prayers dearly. You might even want to write them down after class. And to the prayer for you, the prayer for your loved one, and the prayer for the world, we'll sing 3 Oms. Deep inhale. Shanti, 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 Hari Om, Tat Sat. And that timeless essence of spirit bows to that timeless essence of spirit in you. We all have it. Share it, shine it, and have a most beautiful day. Thank you so much, everyone.